London, UK, July 12, 2025. In a shocking development in the world of entertainment, British singer of Albanian origin Dua Lipa, a new era icon of pop music, was suddenly arrested by London police early this morning, following an urgent summons from the UK Supreme Court. Unexpected allegation: illegal financial transactions. According to initial information from the Metropolitan Police, Dua Lipa is accused of being involved in a series of illicit financial transactions worth more than £12 million, believed to be linked to an international money laundering network operating underground in the entertainment industry. Confidential sources from the investigation agency said that the singer unwittingly assisted in this activity through a personal charity, established in 2023 with the purpose of supporting young artists in the Balkans. However, the flow of money from many countries, including tax havens such as the Cayman Islands and Luxembourg, has raised doubts about the transparency of the fund's operations. Response from Dua Lipa's representative. Soon after the information was announced, Dua Lipa's representative, Ms. Eleanor Stratton, quickly issued a press release. Dua is completely innocent and is actively cooperating with the investigating agencies. This is a huge misunderstanding and we believe that justice will clear everything up. Defense lawyer, Sir Jonathan Mitchell, said his client had no idea that she was being used in a large-scale money laundering scheme, and she was the first to request an internal audit after discovering the irregularities in income and expenditure. Fans up in turmoil, artists divided. Immediately, social media around the world was in an uproar. The hashtag Free Dua quickly climbed to the top 1 trending position globally just 37 minutes after the incident was discovered. Fans showed strong support, while some public opinion demanded the full disclosure of the financial records of the charity fund in which she is the founder. The artist community is also deeply divided. Calvin Harris voiced his support and called this a modern-day witch hunt, while Noel Gallagher was more harsh. The current generation of artists. Fame comes with irresponsibility. A blurry future or a chance to rise from the mud? With the global tour schedule, Radical Optimism Tour, just kicked off in Tokyo in June, this incident has not only seriously affected Dua Lipa's reputation but also put a series of upcoming shows in Europe at risk of being cancelled or postponed indefinitely. However, in the history of the international music scene, there are many artists who have been in trouble with the law and then come back stronger, from Johnny Cash to Justin Bieber. Will Dua Lipa write a new chapter in her journey, a painful but mature one? We can judge artists by the songs they sing, but only in crisis can we understand their true character. Part 2. The hearing begins. An anonymous witness and a shocking confidence. London, July 14, 2025. In the first hearing at Westminster Crown Court, singer Dua Lipa officially appeared in public after more than 48 hours of detention at Holloway Remand Centre. The international media gathered in large numbers, creating a chaotic scene around the court, not unlike a Grammy Awards ceremony, but much darker. Dua Lipa appears, keeping her cool in an ash-gray suit. Dua entered the court with a calm and cold appearance, wearing an ash-gray suit, no heavy makeup, sharp eyes and not bowing her head. Fans described her online as, "She is not just an artist, but an icon of a woman fighting for the truth." In her opening statement, attorney Mitchell emphasized, "My client was dragged into an international case, without her knowledge. All Dua Lipa did was use her reputation to help the community, and she was betrayed." It seemed like everything was leaning towards the singer, but suddenly, an anonymous witness summoned by the prosecution turned the tables. The masked man, the mysterious witness, shocks the courtroom. The moment no one expected, a man wearing a black robe, his face covered by a medical mask and sunglasses, walked into the courtroom with an armed police escort. This person's identity was absolutely protected because he worked directly within Dua Lipa's financial management team for 3 years. In a voice that was manipulated to avoid identification, he testified. Dua Lipa was not unaware. She was informed about the illicit money flows at least 3 times in internal meetings. Each time, we received a response from an assistant saying, "She doesn't want to know more details, just make everything look legitimate." I warned that the funds coming from Albania, the UAE, and Serbia could be linked to money laundering, but no one cared. We were told to clean up the books. The courtroom was left breathless, and the defense lawyers immediately objected, arguing that the testimony was baseless, without physical evidence, and was intended to smear the artist's image. Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish enter the game, the wave from the artist world. That same afternoon, Taylor Swift posted on X, old Twitter, "I have encountered unfair accusations. But if this is true, it is heartbreaking. Artists also have to be responsible for their power." Meanwhile, Billie Eilish caused controversy when she briefly commented, "People can sing well, dress well, live cool, but that doesn't mean they are innocent." The online community immediately divided into factions. The hashtag Justice for Dua faction affirmed that this was a plot to destroy a successful female artist of minority origin, while the opposition demanded to investigate thoroughly and stop idolizing celebrities. What's next? Formal hearing expected for late August. The court announced that there will be 2 more preliminary hearings in July, before the formal hearing is scheduled for the 29th of August 2025. In the meantime, Dua Lipa has been released on bail of £4 million, but is restricted from traveling outside London and forced to surrender her passport. Is this the end of a pop icon, or the beginning of a fierce battle to clear her name? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: Dua Lipa is no longer just an artist. She has become a global legal phenomenon. The L file, a confidential document filed by Dua Lipa, in a move that has left lawyers confused and the press fainting, Attorney Mitchell has submitted to the court a document of more than 400 pages, internally referred to as the L file, short for Libra, the internal code name for a music investment chain that has shown signs of dominating the global entertainment industry through money laundering, tax evasion, and artist manipulation. We are not going to play defense anymore. It is time to ask the question: who is really pulling the strings in this whole system? Mitchell declared to the press. According to the leaked content of the file, Dua Lipa asserted that she is just one of many artists caught in the shady financial net set up by giant entertainment companies, with art investment funds perfectly disguised as creative sponsorship. The blacklist, the unexpected names. A portion of the L files has been leaked, causing global shockwaves as it includes the names of at least 17 high-profile artists and producers, including a Grammy-winning American rapper who won 3 consecutive Grammys, an A-list actor currently working with Marvel Studios, 2 high-profile models who once dated Dua, and a former Spotify executive. All were involved in pumping money into music funds that functioned as high-end money launderers, according to an independent financial expert hired by Dua's team. This is no longer a Dua Lipa case. This is a time bomb for the entertainment industry, commented Dr. Daniel Kwan, an expert on international financial crime. Widespread investigation wave, FBI, EU and Interpol join in. Immediately, international organizations including the FBI, Europol and Interpol announced that they would launch a cross-border joint investigation into illicit entertainment funds. Even some recording contracts between artists and major record labels such as Universal Music, Sony Music, were also put under scrutiny, with suspicions that these labels had secretly colluded with Eastern European and Middle Eastern tycoons. Dua Lipa, from defendant to strategic witness. The Royal Court of Westminster is considering changing Dua Lipa's legal status from defendant to strategic witness, in case she continues to provide full documents and truthful statements. Sources close to the matter said, Dua is considering writing a memoir sooner than expected, under the working title Lights, Lies Lawsuits, the real face behind the stage. Social media takes a second wave. Dua Lipa becomes a pop-era whistleblower icon. The new hashtag Dua blew the whistle, Dua blows the whistle, appeared everywhere, with the image of her wearing a hard hat, holding a microphone like FBI. A viral comment online read, Dua Lipa thought it was new rules, but it turned out to be new world order.